Hello and welcome to the class. My name is Lina. Today I'll be guiding you through a powerful vinyasa flow to ignite the fire from within. So expect a couple of things for our upper body, the shoulders, and the core. So we'll start today in our mountain pose. So let's make our way there. Standing at the top of the mat, grounding here through the feet. Close your eyes. And just take a moment to arrive, to put the distractions away. Come back to the breath. And simply begin to feel your body. Notice your feet, the toes, the heels. Activate through your legs. Feel the center of the belly, your internal fire. Feel your chest, the shoulders. And when you next inhale, let's reach our arms towards the sky. You can look up. And exhale, release your arms behind you, interlocking your hands together. Squeeze your palms, draw your shoulder blades in as you inhale. And just focus now on drawing your hands down as your chest, your collarbone lifts up. A few more breaths. Last one. Reaching the arms back up. Interlocking the fingers here. Flip your palms. Draw your palms up. Shoulders back, arms back, and opening up through the front part of the body. Keep the activation across the core, across your glutes and the legs. One more breath. And release your arms behind you, interlocking the fingers there. One more time. Draw your hands away from you. And now as an option, you can lift your heels off the ground, balancing here as you shift your hips forward. Draw your chest up. One more breath. It's not easy. And exhale, we release the heels. Keep your arms as they are, but begin to bend your knees as you send your belly towards the thighs. And from here, now we begin bending one knee at a time, just to get further into the hamstrings. Relax your head, look in between those legs there. Very good. And then pausing here, allowing your arms to melt down. And if it feels okay, of course, you can extend your legs further. Last breath in. And breathe out. Very well. Slowly, let's release our hands towards the mat. Step back into your high plank. Connecting here with the center of the belly. Push the floor away. Breathe in. And let's lower the knees down. Exhale. Now prepare for 3 Chaturanga Push-Ups. So getting further into those shoulders and into the core. So make sure your tail is tucked. Breathe in. Bend your elbows. Lower. Inhale, push back. Exhale, bend your elbows to lower. Inhale. Exhale, well done. Inhale. And downward facing dog. Exhale. Very well. Go ahead and bend your knees one by one, just to get into the body. Feel the backs of your legs here. A breath in. A breath out. Let's bring our feet to touch and take our right leg back, three-legged dog. Heel is up, just pause here for a moment. Activate through both of your legs. Don't worry how high the right leg goes. One more breath. And bring the right knee to the right elbow. Crunch here. Exhale. Take it back. Three-legged dog. Knee to the elbow. Crunch. Take it back. Inhale. Knee to the elbow. Crunch and hold. Now from here, pivot the back foot at 90 degrees. See if you can lift your left arm up. We hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Send the right leg back, three-legged dog. And release the foot to the ground. Exhale. Well done. Shift forward into your high plank. And we revisit our side plank. So coming onto the right side, left arm goes up. Push the floor away. Breathe in. Breathe out. Well done. Now let's lift the left knee up and guide our left foot into the right inner thigh. Now from here, you can reach with your left hand towards the mat. Eventually, the fingers will graze the floor as you drop the right hip onto the mat. Well done. Now come into seated. Your left foot is into the right inner thigh. Arms reach up, inhale. And you lean forward, grabbing hold of your ankle or the foot into your Janushirsasana. Breathe in and lengthen. Breathe out. Continuously creating space across every single vertebrae. Well done. Slowly we reach back up. From here, bring your left hand behind your left hip. Sweep your hips forward. Ground the right foot into the floor. Breathe out. One more inhale. Release your hips towards the mat. Exhale. Bring your right hand back. See if you can find your way back into this side plank. Stacking your feet on top of each other, left arm up, inhale. Release your left hand to the floor, exhale. Now right foot lifts off the ground, one-legged plank. Bend your knee and guide your foot behind you, wild thing. Shift your hips forward, right arm to the sky. Maybe you stay here, maybe you grab hold of your left upper arm. Breathe out. 2. Last one. Breathe out. Slowly back into your one-legged plank. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale. Upward facing dog. Breathe in. Downward dog. Exhale. Good. Just resetting. Catch up with the breath. One more in. And out. Bring your feet to touch. Taking that left leg back, three-legged dog. Again, just find the position to begin with, no rush. Feel the pose and find your breath there. Very good, and one more breath. Bring your knee to your left elbow, crunch. Take it back, inhale. Knee to the elbow, crunch. Take it back. Knee to the elbow, crunch. And we hold as we pivot the back foot at 90 degrees. Right arm up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right hand to the floor, left leg back. Inhale. Release the foot down. Exhale. Now ripple the spine forward, plank pose. And we come on to the left side again. Taking the right arm up. Push the floor away. And now lift the right knee off the ground, or the foot off the ground, and then the foot travels into your left inner thigh. Guide your right hand towards the mat, and begin to dip your hips down as you come into seated. Finding your Janushirshasana. Arms reach up, inhale, and we begin our fold, exhale. Belly to the thighs, and keep on lengthening. Very good. One more breath. Exhale. Well done. Slowly we rise. Right hand goes behind your right hip, and from here push your hips forward. Left arm goes up. 2. Very well. And last one. Exhale. Slowly we come back. Left hand goes to the top of your mat. See if you can find your way into that side plank again, stacking your feet on top of each other. One more breath. And back into your plank pose. Exhale. Lift your left foot off the floor. Bend your knee. Send your foot behind you. Wild thing. Left arm up. Again, option to grab hold of the right upper arm. 2 more breaths. Squeeze those glutes. Push the right foot into the ground. Last breath. And we come back. Well done. One-legged plank here. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale. Upward facing. Downward facing. Exhale. Good. A breath in. A breath out. Look right in front of you as you lower your elbows onto the mat. Begin to tiptoe your feet forward. Dolphin pose. And when you're ready, let's take the right leg up. Holding it here. One more breath. Release the foot down. Exhale. Change sides. Left leg up. Inhale. Exhale to release. Let's bring our knees as wide as our mat. Sink the hips towards the heels. Balasana, child's pose. Catch up with a breath. Very well. Inhale. Exhale. Let's ripple our spine forward into tabletop. And from here, tucking the toes under, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift the heels and begin to walk your feet forward now towards the hands. Try not to lift your hands off the floor. Now, if you're struggling, you can always, of course, bend your knees and find your forward fold position here. If you want to come with me, bring your hands on the mat, legs straight, lift the heels, and bring your left toes towards the left wrist and back down. So going into these wrist taps and down. Left toes towards the left wrist and down. Right foot towards the right wrist and down. Let's go for one more. And right foot. And release. Okay, walk even closer towards those hands. Bend your knees. Find your chair pose, Utkatasana. Inhale. One more breath. Release your hips to the ground. Find your Navasana boat pose. In, and as you breathe out, bring your lower back to the floor. Slowly, low boat. Good. Inhale, and bring your knees towards the chest, arms down, send your hips up, stay. Good. And when you're ready, drop your hips to the floor. We come back into our chair pose. Arms reach up, inhale. Bring your hands together and twist to your right. Hook your left elbow against the right knee. Exhale. Now use the elbow to find that rotation. And now from here, if you want to, you can guide your hands onto the floor. Look forward and find your side crow. So tilting forward, lifting the feet off the ground, and maybe splitting your legs to the sides. One more breath, and we come back into your twisted chair. So from this position here, now looking down, see if you can reach for your right foot with your left hand. Right arm goes up, and from this position we come into standing. Find your twist, left leg is straight. One more breath. Exhale. Let's bend the right knee. Slowly, the right leg is going to go back as the right hand reaches for the floor. Left hand is on top of your lower back, just to check in with our hips, whether we're squaring them off enough. Finding our revolved half moon. Maybe eventually bringing our left arm to the sky. One more breath. And exhale. Let's soften the left knee. Guide your right foot behind you. Both legs get straight. Pyramid pose here. Lengthen halfway. Folding deeper into your posture. Exhale. Well done. From here, just make sure again with every inhalation you lengthen and then you fold. Great. Now, after you next inhale, we want to grip through the fingertips, engage through the core, round slightly through our upper body, and see if you can lift the left foot off the ground. 3, 2, 1. Release. It's a strong one. Hands to the floor. Take it back into your three-legged dog. This time, bend your knee, open up through your hip. Either stay here or revisit your wild thing. So guide your foot back. Take your left arm up. Again, maybe you grab hold of the right upper arm. One more breath. And we come back. One-legged plank. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale. Upward facing. Downward facing. Exhale. Take a breath in and a breath out. Very good. Lift the heels. Begin to walk your feet forward. Ground the heels, bend the knees, chair pose. Inhale. Sink your hips down. Navasana. Bow pose. One more breath. And then the lower back travels back down onto the floor. See here whether you want to keep your knees bent or extend your legs. Great. Let's bend the knees, arms down, send your hips up, legs straight towards the sky. Strong core. And from here, release the hips back into chair pose. One more breath. Hands to the heart, twist to the left. Right elbow against your left knee. Breathe in. Breathe out to twist. Now option to stay here, option to bring your hands to the floor. And from here, you might want to look forward, shift forward, maybe lifting the feet off the ground, maybe splitting your legs open. Parshvabhakasana. Great. And slowly we return back into that twisted chair. And from here, again, opening up the arms, reach for the outer edge of your left foot here, and see if you can come into standing. Good. It is challenging. Take your time. One more breath. Exhale. Let's bend the knee. Slowly shift your left leg back. Left hand reaches to the mat. Right hand on your lower back for that support. And maybe slowly you begin to rotate to open to the right. Good. Last breath. And look down, release your hand to the floor, soften the right knee, guide your left foot behind you. Pyramid here, lengthen. And fold. Great. And last breath in and out. Great, now gripping through those fingertips. Activating through the core, pushing the floor away to create almost like a hollow upper body. We want to engage and lift the right foot off the ground. 3, 2, 1. Release. Great. Hands to the mat. Send your right leg back. 3-legged dog. Bend your knee. Open the hip. Breathe out. Either stay here or guide your foot behind you. Wild thing. Right arm up. Great. One more in. And we come back. One-legged plank here. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale. Upward facing. Downward facing. Exhale. Take a breath. And out. Great. Now look forward. See if you can shift your weight forward and guide your top of the head onto the floor right in front of your hands. Begin to walk your feet forward. And maybe from here, you float your feet off the ground, coming into your tripod. When you're ready, slowly begin to bend your knees. And send your knees right in between your hands. Child's pose. Wrap your arms around your legs. Take one more breath. And breathe out. Guide your hands on the mat, push the floor away. Come into your Vajrasana. From here, left hand is going to go behind you, right arm up. Inhale. And open up through the chest a bit further. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Breathe out. 1 more in. And breathe out. Release. Let's change sides. Left arm up. Lean back, open through the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Great. From here, slowly bring the hands onto the floor. Take it back into your plank pose. A breath here. Chaturanga. Exhale. Upward facing and downward facing. Exhale. Take a breath in and a breath out. Now again, we look forward. This time, hop or of course step into your chair pose. Arms up. And bend your knees, sink your hips down. Navasana, bow pose. And breathe in and back into our low boat. Maybe knees stay bent, or you once more extend the legs. Last breath. And knees to the chest. Well done. Release the feet to the ground. From here, let's guide our hands just next to our ears, preparing for Uttava Danurasana wheel pose. So when you're ready, make sure you can ground through your feet, lifting the hips, and as you further exhale, push the floor away and open up through the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We come back. Bring your knees into the chest. Feeling now here your lower back. Go ahead and move from side to side just to decompress across the area. And when you're ready, extend your left leg to the left corner of your mat, the right leg to the right corner. Arms rest by your sides. Take a breath in and exhale. Shavasana. Feel ready, begin to deepen the breath. And gentle movement around the feet, ankles, your wrists, and your hands. A nice stretch perhaps with your arms above the head. And when you're ready, draw your knees back in. Roll onto one side, and from there, in your own time, we come up into a seated position. One more moment to observe and to notice. Notice that internal fire. Notice the energy circulating all around you. And we bring our hands together next to the heart center. Thank you so much for joining, for practicing. Namaste.